Yeah. Okay, here I am. Okay, so I just wanted to jump over here because I don't get as many trolls that come in here as I do on the YouTube Live. And the reason why I decided tonight I was just going to do a trial run, see what happens if I turned off, turn on my comments on the YouTube Live. And it didn't work out as well as I expected. I mean, there were some people that were respectful, and there were others that weren't. So, and I currently don't have any mods that are available. So I figured, you know what? I will jump over here and do a live over here where I can have people comment, and if they're disrespectful, oh, I should put my banner on. Oh, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. Okay. Okay, so everyone's welcome to be here. Just come in, read the banner. Um, I appreciate everyone that's been leaving me kind comments. It's greatly appreciated. It is currently almost 2:30 a.m. my time. I gotta just do one thing real quick. Okay, so all right, so let's see, which one do I want next, guys? Do we want crackle? Do we want milk chocolate? Oops, I have upside down. I already had a Mr. Goodbar. And I gave the dark chocolate to my hubby because he's my sweetie pie. So, you know what? I think this time I'm going to have crackle. What the hell? They didn't give me many Mr. Good bars this time. You bastards. Okay. So, James, look what I got. Come on, James. I know I lied. I know you're probably watching. Come on. Open it, James, and eat it on you. So hurry up. So hurry, get over here, James. Mm. Yum, yum, yum. As my mom used to say, yum, yum, yum for my tummy tum tum. Okay. So, um, let's see. Somebody come in and chat with me, and we can talk about some stuff. No. Are you subscribed to the channel? You look new. Never seen you before. But as long as you're respectful, I'll keep you here for a little bit. Okay, cool. Thanks for the sub. And thank you for being respectful. Much appreciated. So what do you want to talk about? I do not own a treadmill, so. Oh, I wasn't talking about you. Huh? I was just, what? There goes what again? No, I'm just talking in general about new people coming in. I just ask new people that come in to be respectful. I'm not talking about you. And I apologize. I wasn't talking about you at all. I was just talking about somebody else. The others that come in to chat that are disrespectful. You're good. You're good. I've never had a problem with you. And if I did say you were disrespectful, I apologize. God, James. I don't know. Hey there, Sound Acres. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're here, Sound Acres. Oh, Josh, I should say. I'm good. I'm glad you're here. Really glad you're here. So, James, you still in chat? Look what I got for you, James. For James. James is one of my moderators. I'm in the maybe. Well, unfortunately, let's see what we have left. We have 3 milk chocolate Hershey ones and 1 Mr. Good Bar left. And we have these that you're not going to get. Haha. And oops, upside down. And we got these that you're not having either, James. Haha. Still love you, James. You're not a fan of chocolate? Yeah, I gotta be in the mood for it, actually, to be honest with you. Um, I'm in the southeast of the US, and not very happy where I am, but it is what it is, right, guys? Ah, it's really good, which I really like a lot. And it's like a seasonal thing here in the States. I don't know if they have them where you guys are. Um, but they have like those promotional, yes, the Reese peanut butter cups, but the promotional ones they make for like Valentine's Day, Easter, um, Christmas, and sometimes they make football ones, and they're filled with the actual peanut butter itself. Those are good. Those I really enjoy. Those I really enjoy. So, Sound Acres, James has been a follower of my channel since the beginning, and he's a big support to my channel. Even though he's a jokester, just to let you know, give you a heads up. Um, and him and I go back from when I first started my channel. Sound Acres came into my chat. He's been supportive as well, and he's an awesome guy. Um, so James is just a comedian. He just likes to goof around and do. He likes to spam stuff and just be goofy. He's a goofball, but we love him anyway. Um, so what I wanted to tell you guys is the reason why. Hey, Nana, yeah, you're finally home. All right, so why I decided to turn off the comments on the YouTube live is mainly because I get a lot of kids coming in. Nana, I don't know if you met Sound Acre Studio. He's a sweetheart. He's and Gail Morera. I can never get your name right. Um, he subscribed to me recently. Yeah, huh. Nana and I are good friends off of YouTube, and she's a sweetheart. So let me finish before I forget, because I get sidetracked very easily. So tonight, the last couple nights, I've been doing the YouTube lives with comments turned off was because mainly I had a kid come into my chat a couple nights ago, just give me a lecture about smoking, and she pretty much lied about her age, and so that's a big no-no, and was giving me a lecture about smoking. Then I asked her how old she was, because this is an 18 plus channel. I asked her how old she was, and she said 13. I said, well, 13, you gotta leave. Bye. See ya. You can watch in the bushes until you turn 18. So that's why, like tonight, I was doing like a trial run to see if I would get slammed. I didn't get slammed too bad. There was a few that were disrespectful that I had to, hide. And one of my moderators was lurking from. Oh yes, that's very good, Tuna. Was lurking from the bushes, and she got rid of a few as well. So that's that. You never heard of a? Yeah, I know, right, Josh? Well, by the way, everyone, Sound Acres, his name is Josh. It's not the same Josh that comes into our chat earlier in the evening. This is a different Josh. Yeah, I have to say one thing. I do have awesome mods, and they nips things real fast, whether they're in chat or they're in the bushes. I mean, like, I just had one tonight. One of my mods tonight that took two kids out. Gone. It wasn't even in the chat. They were watching the stream, and they're out. So kudos to my mods. And I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. I am now, I believe the last time I checked was at 700 subs, 702, I'm not sure. And I want to thank everyone for that. Hey, Cass Love, how you doing? Good to see you, love. How you been? Well, that's a good thing to know. Cass Love, I did not drop the link. If you would like me to, I can grab it and drop it if you want to come up. Same for you, Josh, if you want to come up. That's weird. Maybe it's a glitch with YouTube. That's strange. I know, I get that happen to me sometimes. Like I sub up to someone and yeah, I agree with you. They should not have phones. Let's agree. Yeah, that's strange, Cass Love. Because that happened to me once before. Yeah, I don't know either. I think it's a YouTube thing. Because there's times where I subbed up to people and next day I look and I'm like, huh? So I looked and I'm like, I swear I subbed up to this person. So Cass Love, if you want to come up, I can drop the link for you if you like. Do you want to come up on panel with me, Cass Love and Sound Anchors? I could drop the StreamYard link. It's up to you guys. I don't normally drop them. Yeah, the link for the panel. You want to come up? Okay. Give me 1 second. Guests. Copy. Just bear with me a second, guys. Post comment. All right, there you go, Josh. All I ask is when you pop up backstage, just show your picture, your face. I know who you are, but just show your picture if you don't mind. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Cass Love, you want to come up? There's the link for you, love. You want to come up? Once you guys pop up, I'll remove the streamer link, or Nana can nip it, because I don't usually like to leave it up. You know what? That's what I want to do right now. Is while I'm here, and I get this crappy laptop. That's fine. That's fine. No, you're not boring at all. You're not boring at all. Don't cut yourself too short there. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
it's going.
Not even sure if I'm here. Let me have a look at the other screen there.
Yeah, you're here. Good to have you up here, brother.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, no, it's how's your mosquito situation doing down there?
You don't even want to know. I got bit. I get eaten alive down here. I have a surprise for you. You gotta give me a second though, okay?
Cool.
Just make sure I'm logged into my channel on my laptop that's ready to blow up. That my kid borrowed for a while.
Oh, yep.
Let's see. Josh, do me a favor, type in chat, love.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I think I missed something there. Can you say that again?
Type into chat,
Oh,
the
oh,
main,
I see.
the main chat.
Oh, yeah, just
Oh,
sitting
that's
here.
okay. Cool.
I'll put
Oh,
my
so
camera
that is
in a
cool.
minute.
Okay.
Just
Hey, Cass, love, good to see you, love.
nice to see you. I figure I might as well do a little bit of finishing up a couple projects, painting them because I gotta go in a couple days. I'm going to a fair, so
That's cool.
Sunday I'm gonna go to a grand opening at a fair near us.
Yeah, Nana, you can remove it now. Unless James wants to come up, he can come up.
Just
Josh,
give me a second. I'm just gonna grab some paints and
yeah, you got a little bit of an echo, love, just so you know.
yeah, people keep saying that, but then when I recording and I go live on my channel, everything sounds fine.
Yeah, I have a problem like with, you don't want to come up, James? Okay. Josh, go into the main chat that we were just in and
Mhm.
type in there. I have a
Oh,
surprise
so
for
the
you.
main one. Okay.
I have a surprise for you. That's weird.
It's a bit of a delay, I think.
Yeah. Let's see what happened. Give him type in again real quick for me, if you don't mind.
Just 1 second. I'm just gonna tend to my dog for a second.
Why is that not doing? Hold on a second, Josh. Give me 1 second, Josh. I don't know. There you go, Josh. Look what I gave you.
Thank you so much. That is really an honor.
You're welcome. You deserve it. You've been very supportive to me, since the night we met.
Thank you, and you of me as well. Thank you. I really do. It's a very new thing to me because I usually very isolated and cut off, as many people are. So yeah, that's very nice. No, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I really appreciate you, appreciate all the kind words and words of support. You and I both have very similar situations that we deal with,
Absolutely.
you know.
So
So,
with
I,
your
go ahead, hon. I'm sorry. If I ever overtalk you, just tell me, Annie, shut up.
oh no, that's totally fine. It's just I'm getting an echo and I'm not sure where that's coming from.
I'm not sure either. It's okay though. It's not that bad.
Okay, so go on. Oh, here we go. So I'm on the right screen now. Yeah. But yeah, so you were talking chocolate before,
Yeah.
and yeah, no, that just kind of took me back because over here in Australia, there's a lot of really decent chocolate that they make. Like Cadbury is really nice, and there's not a whole lot of sugar in it, but yeah, no, it just reminded me of Mallow cups and Reese's peanut butter, which is like a very much a new thing here in Australia.
Right.
So, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see those candy bars again.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello there, my friend, my love, my girl Waffles.
How are you, Waffles?
And Nana Lee is a very good friend of mine off of YouTube. And James is James has been following my channel for almost since day one. And he's a big goofball. But we love him anyway, right, chat? He likes to play all kinds of crazy pranks and stuff. He likes to spam food and all kinds of stuff. But I better not give him any ideas because he might just start doing it. So
Yes, I've known quite a few people like that in my time, and they're very much they can pick you up in a very very depressing time. And I was thinking a little bit about that today. Like I miss working in a normal. I used to work in a factory, and it's those pranksters that are definitely that kind of pick me up pill, I suppose you'd say.
right. Yeah, see, I can't take any antidepressants because I get racing thoughts with them, so I can't take them at all. So the only medication that actually helps control my PTSD is Klonopin.
Klonopin, yeah. And is that like a standard SSRI, or is that
It's
how,
in the benzo class. Benzo, like Xanax and I love our Ian or Lian or whatever. I can never get his name right because he spells his name L-I, L, and he spells it I-I-A-N, with a capital I, lowercase I. I always call him Ian or Lion or whatever. He's another jokester.
I used to be. No.
Waffles left his comment for us.
Oh, cool. Oh, how are you?
She's been in your chat before. She lives not far from you.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So I have a tendency.
That's right. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all good. I have a habit sometimes I might overtalk. So if I do, just say, Annie, shut up.
Oh no. Well, you do the same here because I have a tendency to roll with things, and I go off into tangents and stuff. But yeah. So with the medication thing, I used to with the benzodiazepine stuff. I was on one not too long ago. I think I was maybe a couple of years ago, and I just found that well, number one, a lot of the side effects with all that stuff. There was they listed major hair loss as one,
Right.
and I actually don't have that much hair as it is.
Right.
I have this comb over that I try to keep all the time, and I was kind of like, no, I don't want to take any of that. I think I'm good for that. But yeah, I've definitely found that I've cut it down to there's a lot of external things that are just external pressures and stuff. I mean, people, toxic people, filling my day with bad news and that kind of crap. And it's just, I think I'm far along now that I've just realized it's just creating a good atmosphere and trying to stay in it. And yeah, like, do you find that like some meds help, or they?
Well, I've been on the Klonopin now, since I moved to Georgia. My last doctor in Jersey, he had me on 3 benzos. He had me on Xanax, Ativan, and Klonopin. And Ativan makes me more agitated. So I'm like, nope, don't want that. Mm-mm. And then the Xanax really didn't do much for me at all. But the Klonopin, my doctor, what he did was, and this is the thing that's crazy, he had me on temazepam, which is also a benzo, to help me for sleep, because I don't sleep good at all. And he went to go get the script filled. What he did was he increased the quantity on my Klonopin, but left it at the same dosage. He put me down to like 0.5 because I was starting to have like a little bit of bradycardia, because that's what happens with the benzos. So Walmart Pharmacy decides, well, nope, we can't override the Klonopin and the temazepam. So now I can't get the temazepam anymore. They won't let him fill it. I mean, that's not crazy.
Geez. And so did they have where they have like generic forms of it that are available, or is it just the name brand?
They have generic forms. I use what they call Good. I don't know if you heard of it. Good RX. It's like a
No, I'm not familiar. No.
it's like a discount. Give me 1 second. I'll give Cass Love just came back into chat. We're gonna drop the link for her.
Cool.
Hold on 1 second, Cass Love. Bear with me. Trying to get used to doing this. All right, guest. Invite guest. Copy. Okay. I don't usually drop my link. Post a comment. Come on. There you go, Cass Love. Let me know when you're ready to come up, and I'll let you up. I don't like to leave it in because some people have a habit of dropping P-bombs on people. So
Yeah,
there's Cass Love. He's a sweetheart. There you are.
I'm
Sorry
back.
about that. Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna
I don't-
paint my bananas.
Oh, cool. You should see the amazing work she does, Josh.
Yeah.
I thought for a second that was a kind of treat for a minute. Is that like pottery?
No, yeah, it's pottery. I made this heart. It kind of a piece of grass fell off of it, so I have to glue it back on with wetting the clay again. But I'll show you. This is a heart I just made, and I'm gonna paint it.
That's beautiful, Cass Love. I love your work. It's amazing.
So
Absolutely.
it's still
Amazing.
plain looking, but I haven't painted yet. So once I paint it, it will look pretty cool.
Hello, Syrup.
I've actually done some work on other people's channel while I'm on their channel. Because every time I go live, like nobody sees my notifications, so I just like don't even bother.
I just have to just bear with me a second. I have to say hi to a few people in chat. Hi, Mar. Good to see you, love. You want to come up? I'll drop the link for you.
Syrup.
Syrup.
You know, in Canada here we have maple syrup, and in
Okay,
Mexico,
no
Mexico
problem, love.
when I was a kid, we used to make our own syrup with like just brown sugar and then boiling it with some water. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't have maple trees in Mexico, right? Not the type of maple that you sap that you have tree that you can get syrup from.
Gotcha. Now you're in Canada, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And James is in Australia.
He's in Ottawa.
No, I mean Josh. Josh, I'm sorry, love.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. You can call me anything. Just don't call me late for dinner.
You know, you still have like that southern twang to you. You know.
I do.
He's
And,
originally from the States.
We're all
Fast.
a little southern, eh? We're all got a little southern belle in us.
Yep, I agree. And we also have a little bit of northern. Well, me, it's all
Exactly.
northern.
I find it's weird how I know people from everywhere, but they have a lot of similarities. Where you know what I mean? It's not so weird because of what I do, and I understand energy now. How we all connected. I understand that, you know.
it is funny that I actually find even browsing through some of the just the random live streams, there are people around that are just I'll just pick up little remnants of either my uncle or people I've known in the past, and it's so funny. Like you run
Like you
across
say,
similar.
we meet people that they're both familiars, and they make us feel like people we've known.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely.
I've had many of those type of friends even like that reminded me of like, sisters. I have like my family like moved around a lot, so we wouldn't spend a lot of time around each other. But even though we were away from each other, we always
No, Annie's back.
somebody in our life that mimicked those people that we were missing.
Absolutely.
Nana,
And
can,
it's little things like that where you just go, we're all kind of the same. And
Yeah.
like they say that, and it's such a common thing to say, but like there is that truth to it, that underlying truth to it. But the other thing is like Annie had said something the other night, and she used there was a remnant of her accent, and she said the word call, but she said it in the New Jersey way. And I was like, yes, like that just brought like everything home. Everyone I've ever known that lived in New Jersey, born in New Jersey, that was just everything, brought back everything. So like it's, but there's personality traits there. Same with me. I'm from North Carolina, and I have this inner hillbilly that's still there, that I tried to I suppose breed out of me. As much as I could, but it's still there. I'll go into these hillbilly moments, and nothing crazy, but it's still a part of me, and it's just
Reminded me of that song. I wanted to burst out. I've been wanting to do that lately. Just burst out in song, like whenever something reminds me of a song. It's like, "Oh Carolina," no. You know that song?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely.
Carolina.
Nana and Mar, if you guys are still in chat, hold it down for a second because I got to step away for a moment. And Creamy Peach, stop spamming, please. Thank you. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Cool.
Behave yourself.
So
I
when
tried.
you showed the pottery you're doing there, you actually reminded me of something I haven't seen in a while. Are you familiar with the sand dollars that wash up on the beaches?
You mean like shells? What do you call them?
Yeah, so it's sort of like a shell, but it's kind of like this just flat disc. It's a little creature, but it dries out, and
Oh, that'd be interesting.
yeah,
In
yeah.
Canada,
But
we don't get those unique things. I have to travel, and I want to soon. But I have to just make things that I think about, like a lot of things like shells. Like I've been making actually since you said that. I'm gonna try to show you guys some of the shells I made.
oh, cool, excellent. That'll be great.
I'll turn on the light over here. Kind of like my behind the scenes. And I'll try to move the camera and hopefully it doesn't disconnect.
That's all right. No problem. That's a fabulous room, by the way.
Thank you. I just cleaned it. There's some of the shells and stuff I've made.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Organized some of the stuff today.
That's amazing.
So
I love
a
it. Yeah.
presentation today and here, and I love my plants, as you can tell.
Oh, that's amazing. That is wonderful.
I'm a fairy at heart. And I got all my oracle cards, all my tarot cards over here, and all my oracle cards over there. Angel cards. So I'm a reader. I'm a spiritual light worker. So that's what I do.
Such an incredible room. No, thank you very much for that. Yeah. No,
It's my
seeing
studio
those
right now.
Sorry.
It's where I do all my work, and I also sleep there. So.
That's wonderful.
And I'm very blessed to have my kids living with me still, and they're young men, and they do help me out financially while they're living with me. So it has helped me out. But the space is very tight right now, but it's going to change. But then it's going to be, I'll have to work harder. So I'm going to my first fair, trying to sell some of that stuff.
Oh, excellent, excellent. You would be you'd be doing pretty well as well too, because there's so many people out there now that are trying to use AI to do these printout things, and I say to them, look, using computers to try and enact any kind of talent, that's you're really going the wrong way. It's people like yourself that'll get out there and actually
Yeah, and
make.
I think that there's going to be a certain people that are, just like there's people that like modern, and then there's people that like uh how do you say eccentric,
Yeah,
or original, and those are the people that they're going to be your friends. Those are the people that are going to be your customers. You know what I mean? The authentic ones, the natural ones. That's what
absolutely.
yeah. So I believe in manifesting people into your life that you vibe with like that. Like I don't want like $1 million mansion with like with a bunch of walls and no people in it. Like that'd be so lonely. I mean, I would not want that.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
want a little cozy place. I want a little cozy place, and then my little workshop right off my place where I live. That'd be cool. Little
That's
workshop.
Absolutely.
awesome.
And I
That is
want,
awesome.
yeah, I want to I want to recycle and stuff.
Okay, Mara, I wasn't sure. Thank you, love.
Markela, she was in my chat, in my
Yeah,
chat. And I do appreciate everybody that has come into my chat and has made it there. I know we have time difference. It is like 3 in the morning here.
yeah, same here.
Oh yeah,
Yep,
where are you again?
I'm in Georgia,
Georgia.
in the U.S., on the deep, deep south of Georgia, on the Florida
I know
state line.
U.S., but U.S. is huge too.
Yep, I'm on the state line of Florida, about 20 minutes from Florida.
Oh, so you're close to the oranges and all that tropical
Hmm.
fruit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm jealous of that. Like,
I got
I
two
love my fruit. I love my fruit.
I got 2 palm trees in my backyard.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, you can catch them on my streams.
We have those fake palms, you know what I mean? The ones that look like palm, but they're not palm.
No, we have the real palms, and these things are sharp. I mean, if they cut you up bad, real bad. You can actually cut somebody and hurt them
With the
pretty
leaves,
bad.
you can probably make like seats and stuff and baskets and stuff, eh? Weaving, you know how to weave, like how they do with bamboo.
Yeah, they're almost like I think they're Mexican palms, to be honest with you. Here, let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it or not.
James says, "Yeah, we got the fake ones." Yeah,
Let's see. You
and
guys,
they're now we are now growing our own bananas in greenhouses.
can you guys see that?
Oh,
What's
so
that?
cool.
That's 2 palm tree thongs that my husband screwed together and made them into a cross, like
That's
almost like
really
the
cool.
Scottish.
The design of them.
Yeah.
That's
So
excellent.
when we first moved here, my husband's disabled now. You know, he's pretty much not doing good. But when he was in better health, he got a hold of a couple of the thongs and cleaned them up and everything, washed them up and everything, and he decided I'm going to just put a screw in it and cross them over, and it almost looks kind of like the Scottish flag.
It's really cool.
Actually, yeah, that did come to mind. Yeah, that's
And then
awesome.
we used to have what's that called, the Eurasian lion flag, because his dad was born in Scotland, and silly him left it outside and got ripped to shreds. I said, "Why did you leave that flag outside?" Especially here, now we get some really wicked thunderstorms here, where it's just
I love
crazy.
thunderstorms. The louder, the better.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love them. I do.
So I mean, and then we got hit by Hurricane Idalia my neighborhood got hit with a Cat 1, but downtown where I live was a Cat 2. So it was
God.
crazy.
Our family, we always knew that we had to, we had to stay grounded, or we had to stay off the like cement floors, or stay up from underneath the tree. We knew all the rules of the thunderstorms and stuff like that.
Well,
And
here, I don't know, like in other parts of the South, but here, all the houses are built on slab. So we have no basements here, which is ridiculous.
They would probably flood, wouldn't they?
Well, I think with this neighborhood, because it's a military neighborhood, so a lot of the houses when they were built, they got blown up by guys that live up, that work on the air base. So they probably bought up like a lot of these houses and then rented them out. So they were probably like not going to be like permanent homes per se. They're just going to be like rentals, and now they're like everyday people homes. You know what I mean? We still have like a lot of airmen here, retired police, active police, um, from the city and the county. So it's pretty, pretty late, stretched out. So it's pretty cool. Yes, I love your artwork. When do you go live, Cass? When do you go live?
I go live all the time and nobody ever finds me.
You must be going live when I'm sleeping.
Must be. I even messaged RP and she's my mod.
Yeah.
And she was asleep because she was doing the long stream there like a day ago. So and she missed it too this morning. What was I live this morning? No, was it? No, it was last night. I was live.
Oh, cool.
On the Cast Love channel.
Okay. I'll have to hit the notification when I know you're live.
And my crafty channel, I went live yesterday. No, earlier today when I was doing my room, and then I got off and finished my room.
Josh.
With Trish. I don't know if you know Trish. She does crochet.
No, I don't think so. Josh, if you want, in chat, in the main chat, just type in and people can sub up to you. You can drop your own link.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
no,
sure.
thank you for that.
Yeah,
Same
after
thing with us.
bananas, yeah.
I think
That
way you guys can,
paint them white first, so that way that the color shows better.
right.
Paint things white first, then
That's cool.
and then after that, the glazing part, it's the part I have to do outside because I glaze them with
Right.
epoxy resin, and that's strong. Excuse me, language. That stuff is strong,
Right.
and it's very poisonous.
So if you guys want to drop your links into the chat, you guys are both mods, and that way everyone can sub you guys up. Please sub up to Josh and to Cast Love. That's how we roll over here. I want everybody to be supported and.
And Annie is an Annie, and my name is Anna, and her name is Annie.
I know.
And I'm a Gemini.
That was funny that night when we were on LC's panel. I'm like, I thought he was talking to me at first, and he's like, no, Anna. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry about that.
It is weird when you're going to a chat and there's somebody else with your name or similar name. It's like you'll never know who to talk to.
Thank you, Mar. Josh and Cass, Mara grabbed your links and she dropped them for you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
That's very kind and generous. Thank you.
Please sub up to these channels, guys, please. Thank you.
And like I said, like I think people got me confused. I told them to leave a yellow heart. I meant in my video. Because I'm not going to notice in the chat, like if people leave yellow hearts, I'm not going to go back and look at all the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like makes more sense in my own videos, like if like not everybody has a channel, right? Like especially on like where we like LC's channel, like people just go there to hang out, like that.
Well, what I told Mar to do is when I do earlier streams, just drop links once and that's it, because it gets too crazy when you drop links all night, throughout the stream.
Yeah,
it gets crazy. Yeah. It's a lot of work for a moderator,
Yeah.
I mean, she's got them like all copy paste and she can just drop them in one shot, but it becomes a little bit much, I don't like to burden her too much,
Yeah.
So Caslov, where's your link at?
Someone dropped it, didn't they?
If you look at the main chat, Josh.
Michaela, she dropped it, or she hashtagged me, as she said. I love you. So just that's my Cast Love Spiritual Radiance is my channel.
Okay, let's see if I can find that.
I have 2 channels.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go.
Yes.
And let's see if we can get on there.
Yeah, I love doing arts and crafts. I think it's because when I was a kid, we weren't allowed to do that. We had to grow up fast, you know. We had to do adult stuff like milk cows, feed cows, and get the bulls home, get the cows home, and all that stuff. You know, we had to be like young adults. So art was not important in the Mennonite German community. Like,
Where am I?
Let's see.
so I
Yeah.
worked years, and now I'm in my 40s, and now I get to enjoy the artistic part of my life.
Well, I don't have much talent, but what I do enjoy doing is my streaming, and I do a lot of streaming of my cats. And like when it's not too hot here and not buggy here, I like to do, you know, sunsets and stuff, you know.
Painting.
And if I could, and if my pool was up and running, I'd be in my pool.
Oh,
Uh,
I love suntanning and going in the pools. Oh, I love suntanning, but like I'm not big on like swimming around the pool or anything, but I like to like lay in a floaty with a nice umbrella drink, and you know I'm not a big drinker, but like I would do that with you know the sun. I have a nice cool drink.
well, I wouldn't be live streaming in my pool because my phone would be pretty few bar. You know what I mean?
No, like you say on the floaty, stay on the floaty.
Yeah, you gotta check out. I don't know if I have any of my sunset pictures up on my channel, but I might. If I don't, I'll post up some. I have some really awesome sunsets.
Oh, sunset. Yeah,
So yeah,
I started doing painting, like doing painting stuff, paintings, little paintings, stuff like.
right.
Yeah, I'm not a painter, but you know, you never until you
We,
learn where
we
you
all,
want.
you know what, Castle, we all have our own talents at different things.
Exactly.
I just don't have patience for what you do,
The thing is, the
and
thing
I
is
don't.
that if you want something bad enough, you will learn how to do it, and if you're not interested, you won't. And that's how it is in life.
Sorry, I'm smoking on stream, guys, but it's
Are you?
just
Are
No,
you
that's
sorry?
okay.
It's your channel. I did it too. I did it too.
You know, the thing about smoking
yeah.
is I was actually this occurred to me yesterday. You know, nobody anymore goes out in public and smokes for fear of getting judged and shit. But you know, the thing is, like, the minute I now spot anybody with a cigarette, I don't know, it brings back this, just brings back good memories for me. I don't know why, but it's like you know, my both my
I
parents
want
smoked. It's just like a comforting thing. I think it's
Yeah,
strange. I don't know if anyone else.
both my parents smoke too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, my mom just recently quit. She's like she's in her 70s now, and you know, she just a couple of years ago quit now, and she's smoked like most of her life. And my dad, he died of throat cancer, and he was only in his early 40s. And I want to quit smoking so bad. I keep telling myself I'm buying that's my last carton, that's my last carton, but I feel like I need that one thing part of my life to be okay. That one part. That one part. You know what I mean? That one part we all want. That person to, you know, be there, talk to every night, you know. You know that our soulmate, you know, we all wait for that person.
guys, there's a few more links in chat. If you could please sub up to them as well, I appreciate that.
I will
Mar,
hit the links here in a minute once I'm done doing the white paint part and
Mar,
that.
Mar is and she's an awesome person. She's the one that did my intro for my show, Josh.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
She was in your chat the other night with Waffles and I.
Ah, yes. I subbed to Mar. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very cool.
I just want to help. You know, here to support everyone. You know what I mean? That's what we're all about. And Natalie, you know, like I have awesome mods.
You know,
You know,
I just watched this video that was suggested to me a channel, and it I don't know if you guys know this dude. but he's like the new Mr. whatever, right? Like he's like the new big YouTuber to help other YouTubers. Anyways,
Right.
they had this little kid. It get from 0 to 1,000, and it was hilarious watching it. It was like so exciting for me to watch it. Like I was so happy for the little kid, right? And then on the same video, they did another one, and another kid. They brought him to 3,000, and he
That's
made
awesome.
all his people. He has like 7 million or whatever
That is
people,
awesome.
and the guy's name is like Steak or something. Steak.
That is awesome.
I thought it was really
Wow.
cool that people do that, that have that power to do it. They do that for kids.
Just so you both know, if you guys ever want to jump into one of my late streams, I have my email address on my community page. And if you guys want, you can email me, and I'll give you guys the link privately if you want. It's up to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm not at the email part yet. I'm very bad for my email. I have 1,000 emails, and the only ones that show up at the top are like my PayPal email or my.
Well, no, this is just my YouTube channel email. That's the
Yeah, I
only.
have. I'm not really. I don't have time yet.
Yeah, it's no problem. But
I just-
it's really great having you both here. It means a lot to me.
I'm just coming out of my shell, like coming on YouTube again. There's a lot of things. I have to make a video and talk about it. There's a lot of things that happened over the last 6 years, and that kind of-
I totally can relate. I took a few breaks from YouTube myself.
I didn't take breaks from YouTube, but I just kind of stayed in the background and did my own thing, and then just went live and whoever's in my chat. I didn't really communicate with people outside, and I don't do a Discord thing. A lot of people say go to Discord now. I don't do that, but maybe one day.
I just go to channels where I feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't go to many, so that's it. So, and you both are always welcome on panel. Always.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
So
You
what's
know.
your sign? What's your sign, Josh?
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to turn up my speaker a little bit. Sorry. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
I said, what's your sign?
I think I'm, what is it? I'm not even well versed in this. Is it
When's
Zodiac?
your birthday?
June 29th. So I'd be Cancer, wouldn't I?
June 29th. Yeah, you're Cancer.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fine. She's a Gemini, so you're the next one after the Gemini.
Actually, I'm not a Gemini. My hubby's a Gemini, my kids are Geminis, and my late mom was a Gemini.
Sorry, you just put that in your title and be a liar. Just kidding.
No, I just figured I was wrapped in the. I'm actually a Taurus, and I was wrapped into the wrath of.
No shit. No shit. That's my ex too, is a Taurus, and it's just like, yeah, I think Gemini and Taurus are meant to like have a life together, and I believe that too.
So it's really.
Taurus have a lot of Gemini traits. They're the like little wannabe Geminis, because
I'm not a wannabe Gemini. I'm a Taurus. I am a Taurus in the wrath of 3 Geminis.
You act like a Gemini, and I bet your husband tells you that too. That sometimes you act like a Gemini, if he is into astrology.
Probably. But the one thing that's really cool is my late mom's birthday also happens to be Nana's birthday, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And she's a Gemini.
It's funny. My kid's great grandma, her name was Nanny too, and her name was June. Her birthday was in June, and she was a Gemini, right? So.
And you want to hear something really ironic? My sons are twins, and they're Geminis. They were born 6 days after their dad's 52nd birthday. What's the odds of that, right?
Taurus just can't get away from the Gemini, is what it's telling me.
I know, right?
We got a little Taurus right next to my wall.
I always used to say this.
My kid is a Taurus too.
This bull's horns have been wrapped into the wrath of the Geminis.
Yeah, and my dad was a Taurus too, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And my late
and
my late father-in-law, he was a Taurus, and my late mother-in-law was a Leo.
Oh, Leos are a little selfish. Sorry, they are.
Yeah, some of them can be, and they can be very stubborn too.
Yeah, but my guardian angel now is a Leo too. Like my brother who passed, he's a Leo.
Yeah, my mom passed 5 years ago yesterday.
Oh,
So I had a very rough day yesterday, but I got a lot of support from, my YouTube family.
yeah,
Uh,
I was so busy. I did see you live yesterday, but I was really busy and I didn't.
That's
I don't know
fun.
if I even said hi to you. Did I say hi to you in the chat yesterday? Maybe.
You might have. You might have. But see,
But I,
what it is? Yeah, I've been trying to do the YouTube lives, get the comments on, and then I get bombarded with kids coming and lecturing me about smoking. And I'm like, well, I'm like, this is an 18 plus channel. I'm like, how old are you? First they tell me they're 30, and then, oh, I'm sorry, no, I lied. I'm 13. Get the hell out of my chat then,
no. Shirt.
you know?
Yeah,
So,
sometimes they have to, but some parents don't care that their kids are on, so
yeah, I know. That's the problem.
hard,
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube for kids. Leave us alone.
no, kids don't watch YouTube for kids anymore. Kids aren't kids anymore. They're now adults at 12 years old. They act like adults. So,
Absolutely.
You got that right, man. I am surrounded by Janimites.
but then when it comes to responsibilities, they become little babies again, right? So it's like
Yep,
that.
exactly.
It's
Exactly. Yep. Just
I'm trying to learn to understand that so I can change that.
exactly. Exactly.
I have a 23-year-old that thinks that he's going to live with me forever. I think.
Well,
He's mature.
my two are going to be 20 in June.
Yeah, he's 20. Mine's 23. My oldest is 24, 28, and he's been home for a bit, helping me out. He's helped me out so greatly. He bought me my new computer. He's been the
Oh, that's cool.
greatest support for me, and now he's he moved home for a little bit, and now he's getting ready to move out again. And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of, I don't
Well,
know.
yeah. Well,
I'm my mind is a little bit.
well, right now it's really hard for the this generation, especially with the economy the way it is.
I mean, I'm a little worried about what he's doing. He doesn't really talk to me about it.
You
I'm a
know,
little worried, but
it
I'm
is
sure
what it is.
he's a very smart kid.
Some of these kids in our kids bracket, they're like trying to find work down here is ridiculous. Where I am, it's hard,
Yeah.
so hard.
My son
Like
was working where his dad was working for a while, like at a machine shop.
don't you dare pull that extension cord out of my phone, you wacko cat, you.
Oh, your kitty cat being a brat. Kitty cat being a brat. Mine's sleeping on my bed, all cozy and comfy.
Well, I got one right now that's, hey, don't you dare wrap that cord around your, oh my God, this cat's nuts. Hey, stop it.
Suicidal. Suicidal cat.
Now, this is the one that you always hear howling in the background. Right now, she's rubbing against the extension cord that I have my phone plugged into. What are you doing, you
Yeah, the
nuts?
reason I'm not touching my computer right now because my hands already have paint on them, and I already had that problem where I have to like scratch the paint off my mouse.
Right.
I'm a very messy person when I'm painting.
That almost looks like a cake from here.
This
Yeah, it does.
or that? Oh, one
I
of those cakes. Yeah, yeah. Just put my icing on there.
Would be good.
I just put my email in the back chat for you guys.
Oh, excellent. Thank you,
Well,
Andy.
you have yours in the
Sure.
description of your channel. Your
What's
email.
that?
Don't you have your
Yeah,
email in the description of your channel? Yeah,
I
mine's there.
do. I do, but I think you have to do the capture thing because I set it up that way because somebody hacked into my. I had two Facebook accounts and they hacked into both Facebook accounts.
I don't accept everybody as a friend when they ask me. They have to actually send me messages for me to
Yeah.
accept them.
Oh no, I don't accept anybody unless I know them. But this,
No, but even if you feel like you know them and they use the picture, like those people use your friends' pictures. They'll use
No,
Facebook,
this wasn't. This was a person on YouTube that did it.
no, but I'm saying like that's why you can't trust everybody on Facebook because there is people that are
Yep, they
finding
call
your
you.
friends and then
Yep.
making pictures of their friends and then pretending to be them and then adding you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I know. That's why I do Messenger. I
Here's
do
a
mostly Messenger.
here's a really disturbing thing. This with this advent of AI happening too. There was a case. I can't remember where it was, but they had someone's kids rang their parents, right? And the parents picked up the phone. Sounded just like their kid, but it was AI that had copied these messages that got somewhere. And these scammers were able to scam their parents out of nearly their entire savings, pretending to be their kids that were in locked up somewhere on vacation.
Oh,
Yeah, I
shoot.
heard that one. And
Pretty wild stuff.
they've also used that same tactic to hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, hurt children by making them think that they have their parents or whatever, or doing that to the parents, making them think that they have their kids when they don't.
Or a lot of times, what some of these kids do too is they like to, the kids especially, what they'll do is they go into like like Discord or something like that, and they'll call up, say, dox someone because Discord is famous for doxing, and they'll dox somebody, and what they'll do is they'll dox that person and say, "Hey, by the way, law enforcement's coming to your house, and guess what?" And they find out where you live, and then they call the cops, and then they have that what they call swatting, which is very scary, very scary.
Yeah, it's a messed up world now. It's not like gosh, I even remember 20 years ago if you had a scuffle with somebody or getting scammed, it was usually just getting mugged.
Hmm.
I used to live in Asheville, North Carolina, and walking around there middle of the night was never a good idea. But now it's just this psychological warfare crap that happens, and it's just getting worse. Getting to the point where you can't even trust something unless it's right in front of you.
Yeah,
Almost.
spiritual warfare.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in.
Well,
Absolutely.
the only thing that you can trust is the creator, and when you talk to him directly, you can't even trust like a lot of the supposed people that are supposed to teach us about him, right? You know.
Hmm. I agree. Absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
And that's why I started my channel because every time you ask somebody, you say, "Oh, it's hot here now. Menopause sucks."
Yeah,
Um,
I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon.
I've been going through it since I was 30.
I just turned 49, and I'm still dealing with the other problem. Sorry, Josh, didn't want to give you too much.
I'm 47, and I haven't had, okay, I haven't, okay, I'm sure hopefully nobody's like sensitive about periods, but I haven't had my period for a year now.
Oh, you're lucky. I wish that was my case.
But I also had a really abnormal period for like a couple of years when I had cervical cancer cells, and then
Right.
they found them in time. So I'm lucky to be alive, lucky to be here.
Did sorry, just did they do? Were they doing like an ablation, or was it like a? Did they do a
They put me to
hysterectomy? Or
sleep, and I went in there with like a laser, and then they burned
oh,
the spots where it was that was growing as cancerous cells.
that's good. That's good.
So yeah, it was like it's like the silent killer for women, right? Like women don't even have symptoms
Nope.
until yeah. My sister and I both went through it already, and both of us they caught it, so we both went through like that. And mine was like the baby that I had, my stillborn baby, is the reason that they found it.
Wow, that's scary.
I got pregnant. I hadn't seen a doctor in 10 years. And then I finally got a doctor because I was pregnant. And that's the only reason that they found that is because I was pregnant and you had to get the checkups and da 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 da. So, yeah. If it
Yeah, I
was
don't,
my
that's one,
pregnancy, I wouldn't
that's
want to be
one
bad.
doctor I don't like going to. I haven't been to one since my kids have been born.
Yeah, and it's also a doctor that did something to end my baby's life, and my baby could have lived, and I would have dealt with the sickness that you know that I was going through while I was pregnant. So yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm thankful that he was the reason I'm still here, but he's my angel. But
yeah,
he didn't have to be gone.
yeah. I'm not a fan of the OBGYN
Yeah,
or
no.
dentists.
Yeah, they really messed with my life. They did, and yeah, that's why I have a hard time trusting. And I just lost my recent doctor because she got me cut off for a year, and so now they fired. Like I'm not allowed to come to the clinic
That's crazy.
because she hung up on me because we could just ask her why. Why would she say that if she didn't know me?
That's crazy. I
That's
have
how
to say, my GP is phenomenal. Like he's like my everything doctor.
I don't
I
have a
mean,
doctor anymore, so it's probably for the better. I'm going to turn to holistic anyway. So
but I mean, like he has helped me through so much. I mean, he even manages like all my hubby's COPD. He handles, his back issues and all that stuff because these pain management places in the States suck, big time suck, you
yeah.
know, and like he's got Humana for insurance, but still a lot of these specialty doctors are absolutely ridiculous.
Well, you guys you're in America. You don't even have like OHAP or whatever.
Yeah, in America, you don't, everything. Everybody's like, "Oh, you have such great health care." No, we don't. It sucks here,
You
and
have so you have health care there, right? Or no?
yeah, we do. But if you see, this is the thing. It's crazy. Like for me, we have puppy's Social Security. He's on Medicare slash with his Humana, and I don't have insurance because they say we make too much money. All right. Good night, Nana. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you.
We'll all be living in huts soon, and building
That's,
fires.
that,
And I would love to do that though.
that message is from Nana Lee. She's heading out, guys.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, Nana. Bye. Bye. Good night. Sweet dreams.
So, yeah. So, if, and the thing that's crazy is they base it off your income. So, like, if you're like say $20 over their, Josh, I'm sure you remember, like, if you're over a certain amount, it's like, oh, you're not eligible for state insurance. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's almost like getting to where it's going to be like the social credit score type of crap now,
Yep.
to where no one can get help unless you've got a
Unless you're
nice
dying.
Well, in Ontario, like people are going to be homeschool. I know a lot of people are going to be homeschooling their kids because they are now banning kids that are or whatever or suspending kids that are not vaccinated or updated with their vaccination. And I know there's certain people that are not vaccinating their kids and they've gone away with it and they don't want to and they shouldn't have to. And
Yeah.
they've noticed like they've already the truth is out that vaccination actually give you things. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm not a big fan of those vaccinations. I think
and you
that
know the thing is, when my kids were little, if we would have had the option to homeschool our kids, like I said earlier on my channel already, I would have done it. I would have
yep,
traveled and I would have homeschooled my kids, but we were not allowed. We
it's
had to
not.
do what society told us to do.
I mean, it's ridiculous that they tell us that they dictate to us what we can and can't do for our kids. It's ridiculous.
Mhm. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're the parents. We should know what's best for our kids. If we feel that our kids shouldn't be vaccinated, they shouldn't be vaccinated. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there
You
goes
know?
my kitty again. Hopefully she doesn't knock my internet off again. This
Oh
mic
yeah.
goes through my door. So every time I open my door and I have a crappy door,
Oh, well,
there's a crack in the door.
my cat, the one that's howling right now, that maniac. one night decided she knocked out the power cord for the modem. I said,
Oh.
"What?" I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Hubby's, because he streams TV down in the bedroom, and he's like, "What happened to the internet? I have no internet." The kids come out of their rooms. They're like, "What happened to the internet? No internet." I'm like, "Shit!" I'm trying to troubleshoot this thing. I had to call. I had to call AT&T to help me troubleshoot it. And they're like, well, we might have to send out a technician. And then they said, wait a minute. Let's do a tech like video thing where they can go like into my phone and they can see everything that's going on. And they're like, she said, I think I found your problem. I'm like, and what would that be? She goes, are all your plugs plugged in? I said, I think so. She goes, no, I don't think our router's plugged in. I'm like, huh? She says, that one that's on the floor? I think she says, I think that's the one for your router. And sure enough, she was right. I was like, son of a bitch. Damn, Pat. Good night, Nana. Sleep well, love. But, so.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, gosh. I remember, not just last year, my cat, I got her 17 years ago. She's really 20 now, but I made the really big mistake of laying out glue traps in the ceiling, which I'll never use again. They're the most horrible things in the world, very inhumane. But luckily, no rats got onto them. But my cat got herself tangled right up inside of this glue trap, and she came out just looking like a burrito of glue and this paper stuff. And I had to get her to the vet. They had to wash her like 8 times to get this glue off. And I was like, I don't know how she got up in the ceiling, but I can't imagine.
They get themselves into enough trouble. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely, yeah. So, but you finally got the modem thing sorted, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hold on one sec, guys.
So you've actually added a piece recently now, I've seen, to the bottom. Is that right?
I made the bottom first, and then I made the wall around it.
Oh,
and then
lovely.
I added those things after.
It's taken on multiple tones now. That's awesome.
Yeah, now I'm painting it. So first I'm going to do the green, and then the bottom here is kind of like grass. I've kind of started that, like everything is grounded in their grass, right? And then
wow, that's lovely.
And then
what a lovely cat as well.
I want to kind of stuff on the
This is Susie girl.
the turquoise.
She's my spoiled rotten.
Aw.
Syringe fed baby.
Is she a tuxedo?
Yeah, she's a tux. Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I found her in my backyard about 4 months after my mom passed away.
Oh wow.
So she was only days old. So I was mommy.
So the butterfly, I'm going to do the lighter turquoise here. I'm going to do the butterflies.
That's cool.
And then I'm going to do the background black, I think, and then I'm going to go over it with gold and just kind of brush the gold on.
Oh wow.
Black.
That's really cool.
It'll be interesting, I think.
It's really cool.
I'm getting so hungry watching that.
It's not a cake. I'm telling you, it's not a cake.
Here, Josh.
Oh, thank you. I'll have one of those for sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We'll share the box. I don't know how well that would go. Sending to Australia. I don't know what it would look like by the time I got there.
Sweet like fondant, right? Like sweet like fondant. That song.
Well, those Reese pieces, they melt in your mouth like M&Ms.
Oh
clean
yeah.
it up. So,
So
so
how does everyone get their water? Like how do you guys get your water?
well, here we have a well that supplies the whole neighborhood of 150 plus. I think 159 houses are in the subdivision. And it's horrible water. And it's flat rate water, but they bill us every 2 months $145 every 2 months. Now I know I don't use that much water in 2 months, let alone 1 month. Ridiculous. So I wind up buying bottled water.
Yeah, the plants I have, I use about like two and three, maybe three those 5 gallon pails.
Right.
Three of those just to water all the plants that are not hanging up,
Gotcha.
and that's once a week about. And then the big mother plants that are hanging, I water them about every 2 weeks, and I just take them off the hooks and I put them right in the shower, and then I give them a shower, let them
Right.
sit for about 5 minutes, then I go hang them back up.
That's cool.
So it's like literally a job to take care of my plants.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not just me having to deal with bottled water. Then it's kind of the whole world now. that's
Yeah, pretty much.
that's
Well, I'm
That's
sorry
still
I'm
pretty
bragging about my plants, but they need their water too. But yeah, I could live in a place where there's no water. And
hmm
did you know that the desert all of a sudden got water? And you know that's weird because there's all these conspiracy theories about it, why what happened. But I'm a very spiritual person, and I have a Native American friend that's passed away. But her and I didn't know if she was serious, but I think she was. And we used to say, like, we'd do like a little dance, right? When
Right.
we pray for something, we'd do a little dance. And I was saying to my friends in the desert, they were so hot, and I was like, oh, I'll send you some rain. I was just saying, I'll send you some rain, you know? And all of a sudden, they have found water. They have found water in the desert, right?
Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
There was always water in the desert.
Well, the problem here is that when it gets really hot here, the water, even when it's not hot here, the water smells so god dang awful. It smells like sulfur. And they don't.
Wow.
And they say they put chlorine and everything in it. Like,
That's because we're drinking toilet water in here too. That's what happened the other day. I was literally smelling that, and they were doing some work in the building.
and my
And I,
my my hubby was drinking the tap water for the longest time, and for him to say, "Ew, my God, what the fuck is this?"
my son did the same thing. Like my oldest son, he always drank the tap water. I always tell him, "Don't do it," and he was.
Yeah,
Here the water is very hard.
he was like, "Ew," and I said to him, I said, "Yeah," and you bitch at me for buying bottled water. Now he drinks bottled water now.
But the
So
thing that the bottled water isn't really what you think it is. So
no,
it's
you're
just
right.
another.
You're right.
It's just in our head that it's clean. It's not.
It's probably all the water we're getting from our taps that they just add the purifiers and crap into it.
Yeah.
There's using filters that you can buy off the internet.
Yeah, and even those.
Money
I
on
mean,
bottled water.
well, Josh knows. He lived in the South. He knows what I'm talking about.
You know, we know the world. We know we're near the end when we have to pay for water.
Well, I know when my pool is up and running. That thing was so chlorinated. I said, you know what? If I could drink water, I'd drink water right out of that damn pool. Not now though, because my pump went. Because now it's like an allergen mess. But I was like,
Yeah.
when I used to swallow that water from the pool, I'm like, well, you know what? This water is the same tap water, but at least it's got chlorine in it. It doesn't smell like sulfur. You
Yeah.
know. I'll never forget one time I scared my one son. He was in the pool with me, and I figured I'm going to sneak behind him and I'm going to go He was in a life jacket, and I like dipped him underneath the water. He was like, "Mom, no!" He says, "Don't do that to me again, ever." Then what they used to do is they used to go in, like they would go in the pool once in a blue moon, and what they used to do is they used to get their little water guns while I was in the pool, and they would wait. Like I would go under the water, and they would wait for me to come up to the top, and then they would squirt me with the damn water from the pool. Like they would go at the edge of the pool, and they'd be like, "Get the water and wait for mom to pop her head up," and they got me in the eyes. I'm like, "Jesus, guys, really?"
My dad, when we were kids, my dad, us, we always had fights, and we would take cups of water and chase each other with water, and then spill and then throw it at each other, like like water balloon, but we didn't have balloons.
It was just crazy. I'll tell you.
My dad,
And then
he fell. He fell with his cup of water, and he tripped over a bale of hay, like got stuck in one of the strings, and he fell, and he knocked his wind out of himself. His arm went down like this, his elbow hit the ground, and his cup of water didn't get spilled at all. But
wow.
he was knocked out.
Well,
We were laughing, but then we didn't realize my dad was really hurt.
I was
Oh.
doing. I remember I was doing a Facebook Live for a family up in Jersey and family in Florida, and one of my kids got a hold of his Nerf gun, and I didn't have my glasses on, and I was sitting at the kitchen table, and all of a sudden I felt this poof right in my eyeball, and I said, "Jesus, Christmas, kid." I felt like I had one of those glaucoma tests, I'm like, Jesus. He, he, he started crying. He's like, "Mommy, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that." I'm like, "It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good." He goes, "But I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill him, Mom." I'm like, "It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's okay. It's
Oh gosh,
okay."
I remember some of the hidings I used to get way back in the day, and what was it that I did? No, I was me and my brother Jason. We were pestering each other one night.
Well,
And,
let me listen to you. I just got to turn my thermostat
we-
on.
yeah, and somehow because back in the very early '90s, everybody had these wicker fans that they would put on the walls. I think I've even got one still, but
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
have you got one?
No, I remember what they look like. Yeah, I know what they mean. Like,
Yeah, and everyone used to have these things, and it was so heavy. And I think we made our way into Mom's bedroom, and she got up to correct us, and this fan had come off the wall and just smacked her right on the top of the head.
Oh.
And I was sure, like, we were done for. Me and Jason, whatever argument we were having, that was null and void. We were going to be just obliterated. And yeah, no, that was good times. Just little things like that, they just pop up in memory, and little frightening things then, but you just miss it now.
Well,
But,
I remember one time.
but we respected our parents back then. Like, we were actually scared of them. If we
Oh
did
yeah,
something,
Yep.
yeah.
My
now
kid.
they aren't scared. They can say whatever mean, and then 2 minutes later they think we forgot. And
Yeah.
What the problem is with a lot of these kids, I'm not saying my kids because my kids are pretty good, but a lot of kids in their age bracket have no respect for nobody. They want everything handed to them. And my kids know, like, they have to do chores and they gotta, help me out with stuff and all that stuff to get what they want. If they don't do it, then you don't get it. That's simple.
Absolutely. And that's the best way.
Well, I remember there was one time, the people that used to live next door to me, they had their kids were like all about around the same age as my kids, and the people across the street, their youngest was about their age too. So and he decided, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my puppy over," and he had him on one of those leashes, retracted leashes, and the leash got wrapped around the dog and my son's ankle, and my son got up and he accidentally stepped on the dog. He didn't mean to. It wasn't intentional. And the other kid started screaming at him. He goes, "You effing," called him an effing retard. And my son came running in the house. He was a hot mess. It took me an hour to calm him down. He goes, "I'm not going back next door. I'm not hanging out with any of them. They're a bunch of mean kids, Mom. I'm not dealing with that." And I went right next door and I said, "What is your problem?" And he said, "Well, he stepped on my dog." He didn't do it intentionally. He did it by accident. And maybe if you didn't have the damn leash so long, he would have never stepped on your damn dog.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's exactly that. People now, especially the younger generation now, they lack the reasoning and logic.
Mhm.
Well, there are accidents that happen, and everybody takes everything so damn personal now.
Well, the problem is that this kid, his parents are both. How can I put it? They're kind of like a couple that's like married to each other. Like they have the same personality. I mean, they're like married to each other. It's like being, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just crazy.
Well, the
She,
couples are supposed to be married to each other. Like,
no, but you know what I mean, though,
What?
right? Like she acts like she's just like him. They have the same attitude. They're rude to everyone. They think their shit don't stink. They think
well,
they're
I guess
better
they're
than
made
us.
for each other then, Annie.
Mhm.
They found each other. They're
Yeah,
consent
yeah. Match made in heaven, those two fools.
or hell, whatever you want to think.
Well, I remember one time they were pissing they were pissing and moaning about the feral cat. There's a lot of cats and stray cats, feral cats. They always wind up in my backyard, and there's a lot of heat when I first moved here because I had the one feral cat is a beautiful calico. Can't trap her because I'm allergic to fire ants. Can't trap this poor baby, and she's been having litters after litters after litters. Anyways, so when I first moved here, I figured this cat must belong to somebody. She's a beautiful girl. So I took a picture of her and I posted it up on the Facebook neighborhood group. I said, "Does this beautiful baby belong to somebody?" Nobody responded. 2 days later, I have now a male cat show up at my house. Mancoon posted his feline mugshot in the neighborhood page. Nobody's responding. I'm like, okay, well, what do I do? So what I did was I went into a feral cat page, a Facebook group, which I didn't realize was public. And I was asking around, like, how can I, like, help get these cats fixed and whatever. And some lady from Canada, she actually friended me on Facebook. And she said, this is what you do. Contact your TNR, your Trap Neuter Release Program, and see if they can help you out. And she goes, "Where do you live?" And I said, "I'm in Georgia in the States." And she said, "You should have that there." And I said to her, and I was explaining to her that, I'm having problems with my neighbors and all this stuff about the cats pissing and pooping and shit and all that in their yards and digging up their yards. She goes, "No, go tell them to go pound it." Well, I said to her, well, I can't help it. Excuse me for saying this, Josh, but and anybody else that's in chat that lives in the South, I said, listen, I'm dealing with a bunch of fucktard, redneck retards. That's what I called them.
But that's what they are. That's exactly what they are.
So she said to me, now, mind you, some idiot that lives in my neighborhood, well, did live in my neighborhood at the time, she screenshotted my post. Now, I never mentioned where I lived, never mentioned my subdivision, never mentioned any names. Screenshotted, sent it to the admin of the neighborhood Facebook group. She then goes and sends me a private message because I woke up because after the kids went off to school, I would go back to sleep for a little while. And I woke up and it says I have a new message. And I'm like, well, who the hell is this from? So she says, she wrote me almost like a paragraph. And she says to me, you owe everybody in this neighborhood an apology for your blah, 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 your comment in that group. I'm like, Say what? He said, you know what I'm talking about. I said, you have a screenshot? So she sent me the screenshot, and I said to her, I said, okay, in my defense, did I say the name of our subdivision? Did I say where we lived in Georgia? And did I mention any names? And she said, no. I said, well, good. I said, because now you look like a damn fool. And get your damn panties out of the bunch. I
Yeah.
said, because you know what? I didn't mention any names of anybody. Didn't even mention our neighborhood. And I didn't even mention where we lived. So get over yourself. I
Yeah.
said, put your big girl pants on and suck it up. And I said, by the way, while you're at it, because my mom was still alive at the time, and my mom always told me the worst thing you could tell a Southerner is bless your heart. So I said, by the way, bless your little heart.
Yeah.
He did not like that one bit. Whoa, that hit the nerve.
Yeah.
And she said to me, she says, you know what? You want to be a smart ass and you want to talk to me like that, you can gladly leave my group. I said, I'll be glad to leave your drama fest. I said, because you know what? I am so sick and tired of listening to everybody bitch and complain about the water, about this, about that. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. Done. Goodbye. See ya.
Yeah. Oh, I went back to the States back in 2016, and going back to North Carolina was such a headspin because I'd seen firsthand what I crawled out of in the way that I had progressed in my life, coming from that background. And my brother, I'd spoken to him on the phone before, but I didn't. I never got the full extent of kind of the squalor that he was living in,
Right.
and just the sheer, just the people that he surrounded himself with were just like so ignorant, and I mean, like I'm ignorant to a degree, but I mean, you know, he'd have people that were just into a bunch of really bad activities, just hanging around him all the time. And I was just like, Jason, you can't be living like this.
Nope.
His house was just inundated with other people's garbage that he put
Mm.
at the back of the house. And I said, you've got to get rid of all this stuff. You're
Right.
going to have raccoons and all kinds of creatures living here, and it was just a really much of a head spin for me. And like after a month of staying there, I was like, no, I think I'll gladly come back to Australia now. I've been here for almost for 20 years now, so I've almost actually been here longer than I've been in the States.
Right.
So yeah, weird.
There's
Yeah,
no
we end up with-
and where I
we
am
end
in Georgia, there's no Southern hospitality at all. None.
No, I'm gonna do that. So I forget what I was gonna say. So I'm letting it dry. I'm doing it just at the bottom, like a green, at the side. But I think I'm rethinking it. I might, after the bottom is dry, I might do the sides
That's
black
beautiful.
in between the plants and the butterfly. I might do a black in between, and then do the gold.
That's
Now,
beautiful.
is that going into like an oven later, or does it just
No,
cure on
this
its
one I'm using the natural drying clay,
Oh, cool.
and
Oh, wow.
it looks like that. Well, it looks like this.
Oh, okay.
It comes in
So-
like just packages from the dollar store. I buy it there, and then I also buy the more expensive stuff. The Crayola one is white one. You can buy white one, different colors. But in our store, we only have our dollar discount store. We only have the Crayola white, and it was $10 for like like the whipped cream tubes. Like not
Right.
tubes, but the containers. That's the size of it.
That's cool. Really cool.
And I like to use the white clay and stuff for like earrings and necklace pieces and stuff like that. Like this here is going to be a necklace piece.
Nice.
So see the hole?
Beautiful.
And then I have a necklace already like that, but it was made with different clay. But I did glaze it with the epoxy resin. So
Oh wow,
That is beautiful.
there's
looks
my
amazing.
kind of ripe
Yeah,
bananas necklace.
That's
oh, that's
beautiful.
great.
And then I
That's
have,
beautiful.
thank you. And then I have the earrings. I wear
So
them sometimes.
talented.
I have the earrings in here.
That is beautiful, Cass.
Thank you.
Very nice. That's lovely.
Beautiful.
So I'm making some more banana. I like the banana ones, so I'm making some more banana ones. This one here made for myself. But
You have a lot of talent there.
it's just fun for me. Hopefully, I can sell some of that coming up soon on the
So,
5th.
have you got enough things built for like a long marquee table, or how are you going to structure it?
Yeah, I do have it all packed up in a closet there. I have like all my earrings and necklaces that I made, and I do wiring. I did some wiring necklaces. Like I have some to show. So I have that I kept for myself. So I did. I used to do this, and so I have a lot left. I've been accumulating stuff that I made. So I've been doing these,
Wow. Oh, that's really really nice.
That's beautiful.
and I did a lot of those.
Absolutely.
And I have I try to do like the astrology signs, making those. I've made the Gemini, I've made the Taurus so far, but the Taurus is going to be for sale, and I have it packed up. And this is the Gemini necklace.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
cool.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's lovely.
Right, that's also the sign of twins, so Gemini and twins. So
So
I
what
want
did
to
you,
do all of them yet.
so I was told that Tauruses and Geminis are not compatible. And I'm like,
Says
really?
who?
I
Says
said,
who?
really? Yeah.
Why is that?
Somebody told me that years ago, and I'm like, really? I've been with my hubby now. At that time was like 15 years. Now we're going on 32 years. I'm like, really? We're not compatible?
Me and my son, we have always gotten along, and then we fight, but we also fight for real. Like I mean, not for real, but I mean like we 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 argue, we get over it. You know what I mean? We argue, then we go over it. Then I have my other son. He's a Libra. He's very quiet. We don't argue. We once in a while talk, and we mostly text. Like he has anxiety when I talk. So I think he's better with text. Like when we text or on the phone, he's better. Like he's more expressive that way. My
Well,
youngest one,
I mean,
he's
don't get me
expressive
wrong.
any
There's
day.
there's times we butt heads, but we kiss and make up right away. You know what I mean? We don't like
Yeah,
stay mad at each other forever. It's
and
like
I know.
even my kids and I. We butt heads, and it's like within a couple minutes, I'm sorry, and move on.
Yeah. Well, with Gemini's is like they know that people they love, and you know what, just because you're mad at each other doesn't mean that you hate each
Right. A lot of people say Geminis are very moody, and
other. I
I
think it's
never.
the worst.
Yeah, I think it's the Taurus. Yep, I agree. I'll admit I'm stubborn.
I was in my younger years. Oh, I was moody as see you next Tuesday ever. But yeah, I was very moody, but I had a lot of unexpressed energy that I couldn't express or could talk about, or you know what I mean. So I'm very expressive now.
But like I noticed, like some Geminis, not the ones I ever had an encounter, but I knew another Gemini who was like a light switch. Like one minute they're like cool and collective, and the next minute, boom, snap your head off.
Well, there could be like there's always we always in our heads, right? So there's something that we thought about the other person may not even be there mentally where we are, and something pissed us off at that moment, and
Yep,
we don't have time to explain it.
exactly. But I think that's anybody though. You know what I mean? It's not because if they're a Gemini or a Taurus or Aries or whatever.
But Geminis will always explain their actions later.
Yep.
if they can't at the moment, which not all the signs do. Like certain signs, oh, I forgot, I don't know, I don't remember. Like that's just not. That's just denial. Pure as denial when they say they can't remember.
The
They
ones
don't.
that I always usually have a hard time with is Libras for some reason.
Yeah, they're very sensitive. Libras is like they like to have the perfect balance.
Yep, and they like to be in power too.
Yeah, my mom's a Libra. She always likes to be the boss. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. They're power
and
trip.
that's why me and my mom didn't really get along in my teenage years because I wanted things my own way. She wanted things her way.
Mm-hmm.
As I got older, I was just like, yeah, you can have your things your way. I'll have my things my way, so that we can both get along, or not,
Yeah.
whatever.
You do you, boo. That's what I say. You do you, boo.
Yeah, I was a little bit of stubborn. I must have been my Taurus in me or something. I don't even have Taurus in me, but it must be my upbringing with my dad.
Right.
Is that when my mom, when I first moved in, I remember when I first got my own place and stuff, I didn't want my mom to come in and look at my cupboards or anything like that. I didn't want her to make herself at home in the house.
I don't blame you.
But I don't know why. It was a stubborn, like, this is mine.
My
And now
my
I'm the
mother
boss
my
over it.
mother-in-law was a Leo, and
And then I'm the boss over it.
she was stubborn, and she was very. She wasn't so much. Yeah, she was also opinionated to a
My
certain
ex
extent.
mother in law, she was like my kid's mother, my grandmother on their dad's side. She was like that. She was a Leo and she was very opinionated and she would tell me what I was doing wrong with my kid. I'm like, you know what? I'm the mother here. That's why I was like my way for my kids. I was always my way.
Puppy's going to bed.
Abby's going to bed.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna do a reading tonight, but I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I just marked it for tomorrow. And so hopefully everybody's okay. Nobody unsubscribes because I didn't, what I mean. But I'd rather, if I was the person watching or reading, I'd rather have somebody be in the right energy to do the reading and wait a
Right.
day than have them do the reading when they're not in the right space.
That makes sense.
So I don't. I like to be able to make sense of the readings when I do them, not just blab them out and whatever comes out.
Right.
I don't like to do that. So I'm gonna shade them and do that. Yeah, but right now it's very yellow and it's not gonna be like that at the end. But
I think it looks good, Cass.
thank you. It's very yellow. This one, the bananas are very yellow right now. They need a couple spots and dots and like some brownness, some
Right.
little brown
Well,
spot. And
they
it's
definitely look better than the bananas that they put out now in the shops.
oh, I heard somebody talking about that the other day. He said, we got these bananas and they're like rubber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So true.
I've been buying the bananas that are overripe, like the mostly overripe ones,
Right.
and I just freeze them and then I have my banana smoothies.
You're drinking your water. I'm drinking my water.
I'm playing with my water. So how long you
So,
gonna stay on tonight?
well, let's just go for 2 hours, I guess. We're at like
I,
1 hour. We're at 1 hour 48 minutes.
I gotta go over the grass again
Well, it sounds like fun.
because the grass has little spots that are still light.
Yeah, but it looks good, Cass.
Thank you.
I like
Oh,
those bright. I like those bright colors you have.
thank you. It's still like you'll see the difference once it's done. I actually
So,
impressed my mom with one thing I made. I'll show you the one thing I made. My mom was very impressed with that, and she never. My mom does. She's a Libra. She don't get impressed very easily. Okay? She was
like
the
I said,
artist. Or I was the artist.
they're high maintenance and they have to have everything their way. If it's not their way, forget about it.
Mhm. Yeah. So when she was an artist before I was an artist, and if I do something that she's amazed by it that she didn't think of how I could have done that. That's me impressing my mom. I did it.
There you go.
I've made a
Josh,
lot of things.
what time is it there by you, Josh?
I just showed Josh all of the things on the little table behind there, but I don't know how well he saw this. But this is a little dish I made,
Oh wow.
That's cool.
and then I
That's very
painted
cool.
it and all that. And then my mom asked me if I had painted this and where I got it. I said I made it. She was like, "What? You made it too?" Yeah,
That's gorgeous. And I love that gold rim around
Yep,
the
me
top.
too. Yep,
yeah.
That's excellent.
absolutely.
And the
It
red
kind of looks like
inside. It's
suede
amazing.
inside, and people say this looks like the hollies, Christmas hollies, but it's supposed to be cherries. But whatever, it can be hollies. And it's got the two
I would
leaves.
have that. I would have that as either a spice or a sugar bowl. Like I would just have that at the epicenter of my table. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, the thing is
Definitely.
with the way I glaze them, you can't really use them for food. With epoxy resin, you can't really use them for food, but um, you can put little things in them. You can put even a little plant that doesn't. Well, if you spray this with a sealer, you can put plant a plant in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you want to keep it nice like that, you can just put a plant in there that's already got a little plant.
That's
That's
cool.
gorgeous.
But yeah. A
Very
lot of different
nice.
things you put in there. Whatever. I actually realized that my angel card perfectly fit in there. So these are my angel cards that I use, my archangel cards I use every day,
That's cool.
and they fit in there perfectly. Watch.
Hey,
Oh,
that's
wow.
awesome.
That's excellent.
And they blend in there perfectly too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I thought that was neat. But yeah.
Josh,
Yeah,
what
very-
time is it there in Australia right now?
It's this computer that I'm on gives me the wrong time. It says 1:15 a.m., but it's not. It's like I think it might be 6 or 7 o'clock at night. I'm looking out the window there and it's dark, but it must have only just recently gotten dark. But
It's 4:15 a.m. here.
oh, cool, awesome. How about you, Cass? What time is it there?
It is 4:15, the same as Annie's.
Oh, cool. So hang on. So where are you two in relation to each other at the moment? Like,
I'm in Ontario.
She's in Canada.
oh, that's right, Canada. That's right. Yeah. And
But-
you're in
Georgia.
you're in Georgia, Annie. That's right. Yeah.
So
One of
now
your-
I'm just painting
Kind of
on
like
the
one of your sister states.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a little bit lower though.
Okay.
Just 2 states down, if you think about it, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not far from each other. We speak almost the same language
Oh, that's excellent.
in America and
how
in
is,
Canada. We're
Is-
supposed to be neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up a
It's,
little like Canadian accent. I've been saying
Yeah,
A. I've been saying A, yo, A.
Well, since YouTube started, we've all become a little bit of each other, right? So
Yep, very much.
It's sort of
like
melting.
I'll say y'all a lot, and like it's because of my southern friends. I'm like y'all a lot,
Well,
y'all.
let me tell you a story about some of these people here in Georgia, especially where I am in Georgia. Some of them speak so fast you can't even understand a word they're saying. And one of my semi-feral cats got slashed up the back with a knife. And I asked my former neighbor, I said, "Is there anybody take a look underneath your shed to see if he might be underneath there hiding?" And she was like, "I kind of doubt it, y'all. I kind of doubt he's underneath there because my dogs would be chasing him out." And she was real snippy with me. Every time her husband was out on a deployment, she was a bitch to me. But when he was home, she was sweet as pie. So I think she,
Maybe like that once.
yeah, one of those types. So anyway, so I looked underneath there. I said, "Yeah, he's not there." She goes, "Well, I told you, y'all, he wouldn't be there." She goes, "Now I'm going to be fixing to order Applebee's and fixing to order a steak." And I'm like, "Have fun repairing the steak in Applebee's." And her head doing a 360. She says, "Are you mocking me, y'all?" I'm like, "Nope, just correcting your grammar."
y'all.
And then the one across the street from her, the one that had her, her kid that went after my kid about stepping on the dog. She was having a garage sale, and she says, "Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go fixing to get myself a bottle of water." I'm like, "Oh, have fun repairing your bottle of water." She goes, "Say what?" And I said, "You just said you're fixing to
Yeah.
fixing to get a bottle of water." This
It's
Jersey
prepared.
girl, I guess, doesn't mix well with some of these Southerners. But then one of my
Yeah.
really good friends on Facebook, she didn't realize that they were those. I friended those two on Facebook, but then I unfriended them because all the drama they caused me. And she didn't realize that they were friends of mine on Facebook at the time, and I didn't realize I didn't block them from certain comments on my timeline. And she says, "Attention, all Southerners, this is proper grammar. You guys, it's not y'all, it's you guys or you all, and it's not fixing to do or fixing to go somewhere. That's to be repaired." I'm thinking, oh my God. And I looked at that and I said, holy fuck. I said, you got me in shit now. She goes, why? I said, because those two are friends. They were my my two neighbors, because these are the only two
Well, they're
people that I
fixing to
knew.
get mad at you.
Yeah, I'm going to get my ass shot probably or something.
Yeah,
And she
they're
said,
fixing to get mad at you.
Oh yeah, they
so
are extremely touchy. Oh,
It's
especially
hilarious.
especially where I am. I'm in Valdosta. Oh,
oh,
you
okay.
oh my God, you should even like when I first moved here, I used to call it Valdosta. And they used to correct me. They're like, it's Valdosta. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the chief of police, she corrects me. She used to be the head of investigations, and she doesn't really have much of a Southern accent, but she has like a little bit of Southern accent. She lived in Georgia all of her life. And she goes, well, welcome to this Valdosta Police Department, Citizen Police Academy. I'm so and so. She at the time she was the head of investigations, and I'm like, how do you pronounce this place? Valdosta. She goes, does it really matter? I'm like, well, apparently there are people in my neighborhood it matters.
Oh well.
Because if you look how it's spelled, it looks like it should be pronounced Valdosta.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they have all these little quirks and things. It's like Brevard, North Carolina as well. They just the smallest thing can put people offside, and it's just,
Well, I had the one that lives across the street from my neighbor. She's originally she had the nerve to pull up right in the front of my house one day. I was cleaning up some tree branches from when we had a thunderstorm the night before, and I'm out there picking them up, and I had my giant New York Giants pajama bottoms on, and my Yankee hat on, and I think I had a Yankee shirt on. And she goes, "You know what, y'all? You're not in Jersey anymore. You shouldn't be wearing your New York attire, and you shouldn't be wearing combat boots." I'm like, first of all, they're not combat boots; they're EMS boots for one thing. I said, and if you don't like what I'm wearing, just carry on.
Mm.
And guess what her name is?
What's that?
Karen.
Ah.
I hate
A
Aaron.
real.
Just kidding.
And I swear to God, one of the guys in the neighborhood who moved here about like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, he's still in the neighborhood, and he gets really rattled up in that drama group. And he left. He said, well, he's still in there, but he said to me, he goes, maybe we should start our own group and call it the Shenanigans Group. I said, oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Now I just have to glaze it. I'm going to glaze it twice. I'm going to glaze it once with
He's like,
monochrome.
I said to him, I said, you know what? You're going to get us in trouble. You know that, right? Especially if the admin finds out that we have another group and we're like in here spamming out our group as with a whole bunch of Karen emojis and gifts and all that stuff. We're going to be in deep shit. He goes, I don't care, because she is a Karen. I said, yeah. How interesting. Her real name is Karen. What's the irony of that, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
Josh, I want to ask you, how would you feel if I did a stream at midnight my time tomorrow night, and you come up on panel? Same with you, Cass. Would you guys like to do that?
What time?
Midnight.
I think my feed is doing some. Sorry, I can't hear anything. Sorry, can you say it again?
If you guys feel up to it, you want to do another stream tomorrow night at 12 midnight Eastern?
Yeah, I'll see if
I'm
I'm
not
actually.
really good at planning things, so I'm gonna have to play it by ear.
Okay, well, I'll schedule it, and if you guys want to come up, you're always welcome.
Yeah.
I,
Oh, thank
I
you.
have to do readings tomorrow as well, so
Okay, no problem.
we'll see when I get to sleep.
Okay, no problem.
I'm kind of always here. This is kind of my house now. It's a little bit hard to see around here. I've only got the on the desktop here, but this is actually a shipping container that I live in, and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I've
That's
just
pretty
converted it to a little home, and like that, I've got the ex who lives in the big house down there, but yeah, it's nice and comfy, like it's insulated and everything, and it's a bit small for one person, but you know I make do. But yeah, I'm kind of always here, so
Yeah, well,
absolutely.
you do just shoot me an
You made it
email, Josh.
cozy. You made it look cozy, though, eh?
Yeah,
Josh, just
not
shoot me
surprised.
an email, and then I'll send you the link through the email. And when Cass comes into chat, I can just drop it too.
Yeah, I want to start like doing like on my other channel. With my other channel, I want to start um, scheduling craft sessions where we
That's
all hang
cool.
out and craft together.
You want to drop your link for your other channel so people can sub up? I don't know
I
how many.
guess we can take a little break here and do this.
And you guys being mods, you guys don't ever have to ask me about dropping your links. You
So
guys are
everybody,
always welcome to drop them.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm here to support everyone.
you guys already dropped this one, or people already have this one, right? The one I'm on right now is, I think I'm on Castle. Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
this
you're
one.
in Cast Love. Yep. I think Mar dropped that one earlier, or Waffles dropped it earlier.
Okay.
Cool.
It's all about supporting each other. That's what it's all about. That's the way I look at it anyway.
Absolutely.
I'll put
What
the
time do you
latest.
guys usually have dinner? Have you had dinner already, or?
Yeah, I had tacos like around 12 o'clock.
I was spoiled today. My son made supper and asked me if I wanted some, and I said, yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, that's nice. What did you have?
He made pork chops. They were so good. And he just seasoned them light with like pepper and stuff and salt. And I don't know what else he put on, but it was really good. It was very simple. And then he made that. And
That's cool.
what was the other thing? Oh, noodles. I'm like, I had a brain fart for a minute. Yeah, noodles. So I was
Sounds
hungry
great.
and I didn't feel like cooking, and it was really good. And we do that every once in a while. Like they want to live like a little bit like roommates, so they are learning to take care of them. Like my oldest one has already lived out on his own. He's already paid his own rent, everything, had his own place. But my
That's cool.
teaching my youngest one just to like he wants to do his own too. He likes to. I'll make a meal and he won't want it. He'll make his own thing.
Screwing
But
up
so we've
again.
been doing a lot of
A bit of a
that.
metal box, so it's kind of cuts out. Sorry about that.
That's all right. You're fine.
It's okay. But yeah, so he makes they like to make their own a lot, and I make my own stuff. But once in a while, we'll make for everybody.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool.
I remember my ex-husband, like we lived with his grandparents, and his grandma would every day she would make dinner every day, right? And it was not a question. It was everybody. It was dinner's ready, come and eat, right? And And sometimes he just wanted like his own French fry. He wanted French fries, and just go get French fries or whatever. And his nanny would be upset about that. So I'm not like that. Like I'm a Gemini too, but like she was a Gemini. But I am not like that. I don't force anybody to eat my meals. If they don't want to, they don't have
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, my
I'm
three
very
Geminis drive me crazy
sorry.
because they all don't
to.
want to eat
Sometimes
the
they
same
just want to
thing.
eat junk. I understand that too. Like when I was a teenager, I ate sometimes my meal for the day was a big bag of chips. So
Yep, same here.
I had this big attitude coming to Australia because the first time I cooked for my new family, um, basically people were leaving like half a plate and only pecking at the food, and sometimes they would call that finished, and I got so offended, and it was stupid, but I that's just how I was raised. Like you finished everything on your plate, and you
And if
didn't
you
complain.
didn't, you go home. You go to bed starving.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I met
but like
so much.
that's what created eating disorders in us.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we were forced to eat when we were overfull. And then
Mm-hmm.
our eyes were, when we first started to eat, we were very hungry, but we didn't realize that we wouldn't be able to eat it all. And then,
Mhm.
our eyes, my mom used to say, your eyes are bigger than your stomach.
Mhm.
Well, what my mother-in-law used to do to my hubby and his brother, she used to put a timer on the at the dinner table. But they used, how kids are. They used to always horse around at the dinner table. And good luck getting your kids to sit down at the dinner table with you nowadays. And she used
Mhm.
to put a timer on.
But it's actually good for people to eat slow because then you're actually digesting it properly because you're
Oh no,
chewing.
but she would do this because they would horse around at the table and playing with their food and that stuff.
But that is
But,
actually a healthy way of kids eating because they're moving around, they're letting the food go down. Like,
yeah, well, you couldn't tell it to my mother-in-law though.
I know, but they were so strict back in the day. I know, but like we would never be like that with our kids now.
No, now our kids would be threatened to call defects on us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember one of my kids one time said, I I'm going to call on you. I said, well, here's the phone.
Yeah.
Don't
I
you
said,
threaten me.
Here's the phone. You want to call? Here's the phone."
Don't threaten me with a good time.
And that shut him up real quick, real quick.
No, I had the CAS come to my house because of like it was just Max bullshit, whatever. And yeah, I told them basically what I thought of them, and they never showed up again. They closed my case and never showed up again because I was going to open up a
Ah,
case about them. I was,
My
and I was
kids,
scared. I
my
wasn't.
kids,
I
my
wasn't
kids
allowed to
never,
say it.
my kids never got a spanking. Maybe a little tap upside the head, but
Yeah,
they're well behaved
let
kids.
them know. F around and find out. Like I let them know. F around, find out.
The one thing I have to say about my kids, they never acted out in the store, never misbehaved in the store, never caused any kind of ruckuses, nothing like that. They were always well behaved.
I didn't usually
And
take
I
my
don't
kids to
mean
the
to brag
store.
about my kids, but they were really good. They're really good kids. Even though
Um,
even though they drive me crazy sometimes, but
Shopping used to be my getting away from everybody time. I used to go by myself. All the time.
well, that's me now. That's like my vacation.
Yeah, I like going do
But
my thing.
I can't be gone too long because my hubby is the, he's got fractures in his back. He's got COPD,
Mm.
so I can't be gone too long. Even though the kids are here, but the older twin, he's more independent and he's mom's supporter. I mean they both support mom, but my other son has mental illness, so
I
thanks to
think mental illness is part of life.
thanks to Discord.
I
Well,
think it's all part of life. It's just part of life and how we get through it.
exactly. It's weird because they're identical twins, but they have two different personalities. Similar
Wow.
interests, but different personalities.
Well, they may have experienced different things, right, at different times.
Yeah, true. Well, the smaller twin, he used to be my feisty, like, don't you dare go after my brother, don't you ever badmouth my family. If you do, I'm gonna kick your ass.
That was me.
And then my oldest one was the quiet, shy one, all through like elementary school and middle school. And then once he got into high school, he was in the JRC Air Force JRCT. And once he got in there, he pretty much was like totally different kid. He had like the whole military attitude. Was going to go into the Air Force. Then his dad got sick, so
Well,
he
there
said,
you know why it changed. That changed him.
"Yep,
You know,
yep,
life experiences do change us, but all differently. Like we like the same. I have like 7 brothers and sisters, and that were like, that grew up and stuff. And my last brother was my baby brother. That's the one that passed away, and he was the youngest. But we all are different. We all so different. And the ones
well,
that are more and most like is my brother that passed away, and my oldest brother, and him and I were a lot alike. We used to build little farms when we were kids together. Like, we were like Hansel and Gretel.
it's
When we were,
amazing. It's amazing how,
but my
yeah,
sisters and I, we all different. Like we all got different lives.
yeah." But now that he was in he's he was even though he was shy and everything, but when he got into the JRCT, he just was like he became
I
like a
decided
totally
to do the dark green.
beautiful. I almost
Oh,
called you
that's
Mar.
excellent.
Sorry,
What you call me?
I almost called you Mar.
Mar?
Yeah, Markella. Sorry,
Oh,
yes.
oh, I call her Markela.
Yeah, Markella.
Markela.
Be right back, guys.
Yeah. I think I'm almost done painting this, and I'm just gonna give it little touch-ups here and there, and then I'm pretty much done. I might do the black. I'm not sure. Might do the inside black, like the inside,
Yeah, that's cool.
and leave the outside. And maybe I'll do the go over the butterflies and do some pink on them, just to like, or maybe orange,
I love those bright colors you do.
orange and yellow. I'm gonna make the butterflies orange and yellow. I wasn't gonna make it all colorful, but I changed my mind. I want my butterflies to have some color. Don't want them to just be one color. A little bit of orange and yellow we're gonna do.
That's cool.
And I'm just gonna do the top of the wings. We're not gonna do the side of the wings.
Now, do you sell those after you're done making them?
Well, that's what I'm hoping to do.
That's cool.
I don't want to hang on to all of these crafts.
Yeah, you
No,
might as well. You might as well
not
make some money
really.
off of it if you can. You got talent there.
Thank you. I like
You're
doing what
welcome.
I'm doing, and I like to get other people's like mojo going. Like I like to get other people inspiration going by sharing it. I hear the birds already, and like I hate that I go to sleep when I hear the birds because that's when you're supposed to get up. And
Yeah, I know. Or
you
when
know,
you
what? You
just
know
when
my
you start seeing
channel.
the sun, and when you start seeing the sun come up, you're like, shit.
Yeah,
Now,
my channel made it to 1,000, but I don't even feel like it yet because I have not been become like I haven't been able to become part of the partnership yet because I haven't got the views yet. So I need views, and it'll time.
Yeah, I know. It's a pain, ain't it?
Now I
They
just
keep,
need the views.
they
So
tell
I
you,
need,
oh, they say, yeah, 500 subs, but you gotta have X amount of shorts and X amount of live streams and X amount of videos and blah, 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 blah,
no,
blah.
actually, you just need to have 3 videos in so much time, and then you need to have either the shorts or the views. So one or the other. Me,
Pain in
I
the
don't
ass.
get with shorts, so me, I have to get the views. And what I'm gonna do is I want to start doing like once a week, do like a long live stream on StreamYard and just talk spirituality
Right.
and get the hours going.
There you go. That works.
That's the plan.
There you go. That works.
So I just need to get some people around that together that are interested in talking about, openly talk about spirituality and their thoughts on it and everything.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
like a hit. It's like a hit and miss, you know.
with
There's a
the
lot of people that are
500
questioning it.
What's that,
Oh,
Josh?
sorry. Go ahead. No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just asking with the 500 subs thing. Like, does that, if it fluctuates under the 500, do they still allow you to make money, or how does that work?
You have to have so many watch hours, so many shorts, so many live streams,
Yeah.
views. You know, it used to be 1,000 subs to be monetized, but now they've made it where it's 500 subs, and then you have to have like I forget how many shorts and how many views you get on the shorts and blah 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 blah.
If you have a channel, you could just go to your thing and it'll tell you what you require. It tells
Yeah,
you right there.
well, I looked at it. They still say I'm not at that point yet, and I'm
I mean,
constant.
for Josh, if he wants to know.
Oh, Josh, yeah, Josh, how many subs do you have, love?
So I didn't catch any of that. My internet speed just went like that. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's okay. It's okay. How many subscribers do you have, Josh?
I think I've got 151.
That's cool. That's cool. You'll get there, baby. You'll get there. Yeah,
I'm not too
it's in,
worried.
hey, you know what? For the longest time, I was at 75 subs. It seemed like forever for me to get to the point I'm at now.
It took me forever to get where I am, and a lot of work too, because it's like you have to, once you have a channel. See, I didn't start my channel until I had my niche, till I knew what I was gonna do on it. But I went on it too quickly while I was still learning a lot
Right.
about what I was doing, and then I ended up just taking my time
Oh,
because I didn't want to be overwhelmed with it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to. You don't want to be thrown into something you don't know what you're doing.
Yep. Exactly.
yeah.
So I slowly got to know the YouTube stuff, and then I also did a lot of learning. You know how they say like the little questionnaires that YouTube has, like that you can do.
Right.
I did a lot of those. I answered a lot of those.
Yeah, I had to do a survey.
I used to do a
Website.
lot of those surveys.
I tried doing one of those a while back, and they just clogged up the screen or something, and the people couldn't do anything with it, and I don't know, it was just weird. But so sorry, I think that scrunched up again with the internet thing.
That's no problem. Well, guys, I hate to break this up, but it's getting kind of late here. It's at almost 4:45 in the morning. I really
It's
probably
last call. You can't stay here. You don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
should.
That's what we used to say at the bars.
That's a good song. I remember that song. What is it?
I have one
Gosh,
more cigarette before- I have one more smoke before I go to bed.
All right, I'll have one more smoke with you, okay?
All right, love. Thanks.
Yeah. Birdies, go back to sleep. I want to go to sleep. I don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Maybe I'll just do my.
Susan's right now sitting on the floor staring at the wall like, Mom, really? Are we going to bed anytime soon? Really, Mom? Really, Mom?
I can't stand when cats just stare randomly at places because I just think there's something there that I can't see that they can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that really was bizarre was when I got the phone call that my mom passed away. It was at 8:30 in the morning, and she woke up yesterday morning at 8:30 in the morning and woke me
Wow.
up.
Your cat did.
Yep. I tell you, I think that cat, I mean, if you believe in reincarnation, I think that cat is my mom reincarnated. I
Well,
swear to God.
I'm my dad's mother reincarnated. I've came to the conclusion of that.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
I'm my own grandmother.
It can happen.
I-
I reckon that can happen.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Like my husband, like my hubby always says about his, both his parents are now gone, and yeah, they've been gone for a while. His mom
It's coming
passed in
back again.
2013. She was just shy of her 92nd birthday, and his dad died in 97. His dad and I were very close, and he always wanted a daughter, but he went up with two sons. And when I met my hubby, I was the daughter he never had. So him and I, and then we were both, and we're Tauruses, so we both hit it right off. And my brother-in-law, he's an Aries, so it was just. And then I had my I'll never forget. There was one time I went over there, and just my in-laws were in their early 70s when we first met, and being respectful the way I was raised. When an elder drops something on the floor, you pick it up for them. And
Mhm.
I was wearing a tank top, and my mother-in-law called my husband up when we got home. And she goes, "What the hell is your fiance think she's doing, exposing your father to her cleavage?" And my
Ah.
father-in-law, my
What
father-in-law
the
picked up.
hell?
My father-in-law heard it because he had better hearing than she did. He heard it. He picked up the other phone at the other end. He goes, "Will you leave her the fuck alone? She didn't do anything." I swear to God, those two on the phone were like dealing with George Costanza's parents.
Gosh,
It was,
that actually would have been a classic skit on the
my
Seinfeld.
God, I'm telling you.
Wow.
I remember one time I called my father-in-law because he was a very active golfer up until he got sick. Even when he was sick with the leukemia, he would go down to the park and tee off his golf balls, just to get away from. I think he was doing it to get away from my mother-in-law. And he cracked me up. I called him up and I said, "Hey, Pop," I said, "Do you want me to tape this movie for you?" Because they didn't have HBO. I said, "You want me to tape, this movie is about golf?" And he goes, "Yeah, absolutely, cutie. Thanks. Love you." And I said, "Love you too." He goes, and then before that, he says, "Well, what's Tommy doing?" And I said, "He's fixing his computer with his friend." And so my mother-in-law calls back like within like a minute after we hung up with each other. She goes, "What is this that Tom's friend walking on you naked?" I was like, "What?" And my father-in-law picked up the phone. He goes, "She didn't say that at all. What the fuck are you talking about?" They were going back and forth. I said, "Okay, guys, I love you guys. Bye."
I
Then
used
there
to
was
know a girl named Fran, and she looked like you, eh?
hmm?
Reminds me of you. A girl named Fran.
Who, me?
Yeah, I used to know a girl named Fran.
Okay, that's cool.
She was when I
Cool.
was working in the bars. I knew her. She was
Yeah,
working
well,
in the bars with me. We would travel together.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But the
Maybe
one
we'll see
thing,
each other again one day. I never know.
well, the thing that was even more comical was when his friend was lying down on the couch and he was taking a nap down in my bedroom. And I called my father-in-law again. It was about something about golf, and I asked him if he wanted me to record for him, and he says, "Yeah, please." And she called back within like 30 seconds as soon as we hung up. And she goes, "What's this I hear that Tom's friend's taking a nap with you two?" What the fuck? My
Hey,
father was like,
what are you on?
but the problem was she was hard of hearing. She couldn't hear.
Oh,
And my father-in-law said to her, he goes, "For the love of God, she didn't say that. What is wrong with you?"
it's selective hearing.
She
Oh,
was
Not a
something.
black.
She was a hoot. Let me tell you.
See the black inside? The black. Then
oh,
I'm gonna do
wow.
gold on the top.
Well, that's
Oh, love that
awesome.
contrast.
Class.
Love that contrast.
And then
That is
It's
gold
awesome.
on the top, and then gold on the leaves a little bit, and then on the grass a little gold on the edges. And then
That's
it'll be, and
perfect.
then all I have to do is glaze it, and it'll be done.
That is awesome.
I'm not
That
gonna do
is
the
awesome.
bottom black. I'm just gonna leave it. I just didn't want any of my other brushes to get all this black on them, so I wanted to wait.
I love how that just pops the whole thing. Like it just gives it that added dimension. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
if we stay on long enough, I will just finish up the gold here, and you'll see it. Just the gold, and then you'll see the top before we go. And it's been fun doing this, but I mean, if I start a live stream, nobody finds me, and like I have you said your email now, but I don't really email people unless you have on Facebook. If you have a Facebook, I will. So I could we could do the back in the back, the back.
Yeah, I do have a Facebook. I have
You could
I
shove
just
it.
use I just use Messenger. I don't even go on Facebook.
That's what I mean. Like I just use the messenger part, and we could message each other when we go live instead of like email. I don't do email. Okay, so email I won't check that every day, but messages I will, like Facebook messages, like Messenger.
All right, hold on a second. I'm
And
not
so
good at sending links.
we could set up some collaboration.
If Mar was still here, she could put my Facebook information in back
Oh,
chat.
we could
If
do it
she'd like.
tomorrow. No hurry. We could do it tomorrow. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Just an idea of like having better connections to with each other to know when each other's going on, and
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
because
what
I
John.
was subscribed to your channel, and I know I was subscribed to on my crafty one, but I thought I was on this one too because obviously I'm a mod on this one, so obviously I would have subscribed to this one already, right?
Yeah, it's
So I
weird.
don't know why I was not subscribed. That is
I don't
weird.
know. That's happened to me before too. Like I go to some channels and it says that you're not subscribed. I'm like, huh? I subbed up to this channel.
And I've been on your panel a couple of times, and it's just weird to me. And maybe it's because you have not been in my chat, or maybe not been in a while. I know you were in my chat before,
I know. It was weird.
but maybe and like Arkansas was not getting any of my notifications, but it was because she had not been in my chat. Then she came in my chat, so she should be getting she should be getting them now. Sometimes my mind works faster than my mouth.
Well,
So the reason I think my grandma is me is because my mom, she was pregnant with me when my grandma passed, and my grandma always talked to my mom's belly.
mm-hmm.
And then like I never had this conversation with my mom until I was in my 40s about this. So I didn't know about this but I always knew this, even though my mom had never told me this. And then I asked her about my grandma. I said, "Well, what was she like? Tell me about her." And then she did, and then it all made sense to me.
It's just amazing what the connection is, isn't it?
Yeah, we never had that conversation before. I was like, I wanted to have a conversation with my mom. I was like, "Oh well, did you know my dad?"
I definitely reckon that happens. Absolutely.
And the reason I asked her that is I seen weird things. Like when I was a kid, I seen my grandparents' house. We lived beside them in like the next house in the same
Right.
yard. But my grandma wasn't there, obviously. And my grandpa was already married to another one, and she never had any kids of her own. But I never felt like she was very much a grandma. Um, but she was more like a maid to him.
That's
And
cool.
my grandpa was like that. He was like military, like acting.
Right.
But anyways, He wasn't very nice
Oh,
to my
wow.
grandma, I guess.
Wow, that's beautiful.
The black and the
The-
gold.
I'm in love with the gold things because the gold just like kind of like sets everything off
Mhm.
when you put the gold on, and you can't be
Josh, look,
afraid.
I'm at my last drop.
About the same.
I'll be floating into bed.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys can float into bed. See, now the green is like kind of goldish in the background.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
But
good.
yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out with me and doing this.
Yeah,
And
no,
Yeah,
that's
anytime, Cass.
I'm
You're
gonna
always welcome.
I'm gonna let you go now.
All right, Cass, have a great night. Thanks for stopping up, love.
thanks. Good to see you.
Good
Nice to
see
meet you. See
All
you.
right, I'm gonna say goodnight to everyone in chat before we end. Thank you, everyone that was in chat. Much appreciated. Thank you, my mods, for taking care of stuff that need to be taken care of. And Josh, if you want, I'll schedule a live stream for like 12:30 tomorrow night. That works for you?
Absolutely. Yeah, and look, sometimes like I get off into a whole bunch of random stuff. So if I do miss it, I apologize, but I
That's
will look
fine.
forward to it. I'll definitely look forward to it.
That's fine.
And um, Annie, I do know that you don't drink alcohol anymore.
Right.
That's really amazing. I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up as well. I don't normally drink at all.
Right.
I do have a bottle of whiskey that I keep,
That's fine.
but
That's fine.
sometimes I get on this thing and I go off into these far out tangents about my life and stuff, and I have to have. I feel like I have to have a shot sometimes. It's
Yeah,
not
I
often,
understand. I
but
understand.
I wanted to. I mean, just wanted to give you kind of a trigger warning. If you ever tune in on my channel and you see alcohol, please forgive me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
To
fine.
trigger anyone, but
No,
thank
it
you,
doesn't trigger me at all.
and
I
I really
appreciate you being
appreciate
here.
you making me mod as well. That's
You've been very supportive to me, so
thank
and
you.
I figure you and I having here, you know what? I'm gonna end the stream so we can talk privately. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna end it. Thank you, everyone. Much love to everyone. Have a great night, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.